Yes, welcome back students. We are going to start lesson 3 module 1. The name of the lesson is trade cycles. In this lesson we are going to discuss the features of trade cycles, then phases of trade cycles and their explanation, and the last one is control of trade cycle. In this topic there are diagrams that you have to understand. So the first point is features of trade cycle. Before we go ahead with trade cycles or features of trade cycles, let me tell you about the trade cycle. Trade cycle or business cycle is a part of economic system. The definition of trade cycle can be: a business cycle is a swing in a total national output, income and employment, usually lasting for a period of 2 to 10 years, marked by widespread expansion or contraction in most sectors of the economy. So there are wave-like movements in the economy, going up, coming down, going up and coming down. These wave-like movements are called as trade cycles. These trade cycles, sometimes they are short in a short period, for a short period of time. They are very mild also, or they are severe also. Generally, economists divide trade cycle into two main phases: expansion and contraction or recession. Peak and trough mark the turning point of trade cycle. Peak is the highest point and trough is the lowest point. Look at the diagram, peak and trough. The downward of trade cycle, is called as contraction or recession. This movement is called as contraction or recession, which is a period when economic activities are declining. Economic activities are declining in this period. From this to this, economic activities are declining. The recession begins at a peak and ends at trough. The recession begins at peak and it ends at trough. This is followed by expansion. Which begins at trough and ends at peak. The expansion is a period in which economic activity is rising. That means this period from trough to peak, this expansion period, the economic activities are rising. The trough is the turning point where economic activity is at the lowest, and peak is the upper turning point where the level of economic activity is at its highest. So trough and peak, these 2 points are important. Students, this is a separate question. Understand, there you don't get confused between two. First, features of trade cycle, the next point is phases of trade cycle. So these are two different questions. This question is about features of trade cycle, where you have to give this diagram and show this upward movement, downward movements, peak, trough, recession, expansion, peak, etc. Now, the next point is phases of trade cycles. The ups and downs in the economy are reflected by fluctuation in macroeconomic variables. The variations show different phases of trade cycles. Generally, expansion and recession are only two phases in cycle, but considering the intermediate stages in between, there are 4 phases. Now understand these 4 phases. Number 1, depression. Number 2, recovery. 3, prosperity, and 4 recession. So these are the points you have to we will explain I'll explain it in the next slide. The straight line, this straight line is called growth trend. This line is called as growth trend, which shows the steady growth path. A typical trade cycle is divided into 4 phases. The cycle starts at trough, then passes through recovery, and prosperity phase, reaches to the peak, which is called as boom. It declines through recession and depression phase and reaches to trough. So a cycle completes, or a complete cycle measured from peak to peak and trough to trough. Just see the diagram: downward movement, recession, then this is trough, then prosperity, boom, then going down, recession, and again it is coming to trough. So a complete cycle is measured from peak to peak and trough to trough. Now, how you can explain all these 4 points? Number 1, depression. It is a period of low economic activity. Growth rate goes below the steady growth. There is a considerable reduction in production, employment, income, investment, and demand during this phase. Bank deposit and credit shrinks. Investment in stocks become less profitable. Business profits would be low or negative. A major depression may last for nearly a decade, or in some cases it may last for 3 to 4 years. Second point, recovery. Various factors are responsible for reviving the economy. When the economy enters the phase of recovery, it registers an upward trend in output, income, employment, etc. But the growth rate may still remain below the steady growth. Once the revival starts, the process becomes cumulative and the economy enters the phase of prosperity. So the third point is prosperity. Here there is increase in output, employment, investment demand, profits, bank loans, prices, standard of living, etc. These are the main features of the phase of prosperity. Bank credit grow rapidly. Idle funds are channelized into productive areas. Money supply increases. Excess demand creates shortage of labor and raw material. After full employment is achieved, a further increase in demand leads to increase in prices. In this way, the expansion process becomes cumulative and the economy reaches the peak, that is the top. Fourth point, recession. It is a period of contraction or slowing down the economic activity. This phase begins when the downward process in the growth rate becomes rapid and output, employment and prices decrease. During this phase, business profit falls, the demand for bank credit falls, the rate of interest falls, employment, investment, income and demand decline. Recession may be mild or recession may be severe. So these are the 4 phases of recession. Now the last point, control of trade cycles. Trade cycles not only harm the business activities but also human beings by creating unemployment and poverty. So trade cycles harm business activities, it creates unemployment and poverty. So stabilizing the economy is an important to prevent such harmful effects. The two most important policies used to achieve economic stability are monetary policy and fiscal policy. Number one, monetary policy. The central bank uses various instruments such as bank rate, open market operations, SLR, CRR, etc. to change the volume of money supply during the expansionary phase. Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy through taxation and public expenditure helps to overcome business fluctuations. During depressionary phase, fiscal policy may be used to increase aggregate demand to full employment level by reducing taxes and increasing public expenditure. Similarly, during inflationary situation, taxes have to be raised and expenditure reduced to reduce aggregate demand. Trade cycles cannot be prevented completely, but by proper forecasting and effective use of stabilization policies, their severities can be brought down. Yes, so these are the points that you have to understand in this lesson. Number one, features of trade cycle with diagram, phases of trade cycle with diagram, explanation of the phases of trade cycle and control of trade cycles. Thank you.